So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He won't be happy with that one. Great vision. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Marseille are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. And here's Baggio. It's Baggio! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Marseille are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Cafu, Chelsea do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Thuram. It's played through for him. Bale is on his own. Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's had a shot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Roberto Baggio! They've done it! And he is just ripping it up. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfect. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Chers spectateurs, nous allons procéder à l'annonce des numéros gagnants de la tombola. Si vous avez un billet...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. And already we're underway here. Now it's Lewandowski. Cafu calmly anticipates. And he's forced to go back. Oh, easy pickings there. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking contributions, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone as good as he is in the final third, especially with the movement that allows him to receive the ball in those little pockets of space.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Hullet, Maldini, Cannavaro. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's having a go! Oh, crossbar! To Maldini. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Baggio.
Roberto Baggio really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Looking for a runner, and he was quick to react. Busquets is the team's great visionary. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's well spotted. Marseille are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Hakimi, he's not got that quite right. Can he get onto this? Hullet, Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Cross to the back post. Oh, shot a goal! And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Hullet plays it short. There's the delivery. He's done well to get that clear. And it's Vieira. Tries a shot! Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. Now it's Messi. Knocks it out wide. Messi. He rises! Goal! Marseille! Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Marseille have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Well, it can be a real threat inside the box. Roberto Baggio. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Hernandez. Good ball over the top. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Baresi. And it's Cannavaro. Vieira. Baresi.
Marseille can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Zico. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Messi. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Marseille are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Maldini.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Cannavaro. Maldini. Played back into the centre. And there's the end of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Marseille really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Marseille sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Teremos uma substituição.
So off we go once more. Marseille come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Zico. Hullet. Messi. And it's Hullet. Tries to play it through. And he's away. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. He's had a shot! Just cruising. They are cruising. And they are cruising away. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And a chance! And the ball's come loose here.
Marseille are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Cruyff, and Cruyff! He scores! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up.
And the shot! Oh, taken with style. And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Marseille are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Hakimi. It's a good run down the right. Yamal.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Marseille still have the cards to affect this game. That's Beckham. Played towards the other side.
Good switch, that.
And it's Rodri. Cannavaro. Zanetti. Corinthians finding their passes. Hakimi. Here's Rodri. Beckham. Baggio did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And the pass is intercepted. Played out to the right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Cannavaro. And it's Vieira. That's Maldini. Cannavaro. And it's Maldini.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Defending was strong and firm. Cruyff, plenty to aim at here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Marseille have themselves a chance from the spot. To increase the lead. You like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Ødegaard proves too strong. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Baresi. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. To Maldini. Cannavaro.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
The final 5 minutes. Rodri. Corinthians looking to pass their way through. Mbappe! Vieira. Now it's Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. That looks a good ball through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Odegaard. And it's Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? And the through ball. Finds himself. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Now, power or placement? What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Vieira can get it clear. It's anyone's ball now. And this is Neymar. Pele. Marseille are looking to break at pace. And there goes the final whistle. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Cruyff picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Que coro!
Horas. Taca pra 10 aí.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow. Beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So that's got things underway.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Lovely ball and goes for a shot! Messi! Genius!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Messi, he's found a way through. Big chance! Gullit is flagged offside. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Pinches it off him. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nuno Mendes.
Borussia Dortmund really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
He's beaten the last man. Now that is a hefty challenge, distributed tidily. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Messi, Roberto Baggio, Cafu. And this is Roberto Baggio. They want to be quick to recover this. And this is... In he goes again! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Kvaratskhelia. He slings... Bullish header! He will be livid with himself.
Borussia Dortmund certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Gullit. And he's forced to go back. Approaching the half-hour mark. Beckham. And here's Haaland. Oh, well played. It's not an especially good pass, that. Vieira. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Great vision. And this is Messi. Roberto Baggio.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's away. And that was very necessary. De Bruyne. Beckham. Just eases him off the ball. Busquets is always scanning the pitch for targets. Roberto Baggio. Oh no, this does not look good. One-nil here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Vieira does well to get it back. Cafu. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Messi. Now it's Messi. De Bruyne. Now it's Haaland. Cafu. Cafu. Messi. He came in hard, very hard. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that has been knocked clear. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Please make sure to watch the screen.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Marseille, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
And it's Beckham. Now that looks a decent ball. Pull it. Roberto Baggio. And this is Messi. He's got away. And Messi! He's scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
The goal scorer for Marseille after 52 minutes is number 18, Lionel Messi.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Olympique de Marseille, FC
Well,
Barcelone.
the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
I think it goes without saying, Peter, that Michel Platini will be standout here.
Yeah, a man, of course, who's been idolised by so many, but bettered by almost no man.
Yeah, maybe other players can do it on their day, Peter, but with this fella, he could do it repeatedly. He did it over and over again. It's because he had a wonderful understanding of the game and an incredible ability to read things before everyone else.
And he did it all with style and pizzazz, and that is the signature of the great man himself. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Very nicely done. Messi stood his ground strongly. In towards the back stick. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Platini. Can he get it through? Oh, Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Thuram. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from.
Real chance! Goal! Marseille! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Marseille are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Triol. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Cafu spots it and intercepts. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Cruyff. Great vision. Oh, that's wonderful alert. Can he finish? It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
FC Barcelone.
That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
That's been slipped through. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And this is Ronaldo. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cruyff. Oh, nice touch. And Cruyff! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Vieira. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's Vieira. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Platini. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Gattuso. Platini. Thuram. That is ended up in no man's land. Cannavaro. Busquets. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Marseille clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. No second thought, a straight red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille.
So a Barcelona free kick.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint...
Messi! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Maldini aims beyond the defence. He's in a good position here. Cristiano Ronaldo! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Marseille with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And here's Hullet, in by Hullet. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Cruyff. Marseille are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided... And Cruyff! He's delivered all right! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play.
He's had a shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Was there ever any doubt?
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And yes, it's him again. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous rappelons que pour votre sécurité, ce match est placé sous vidéosurveillance. Attention, changement.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Thuram. Marseille looking to pass their way through. Marseille do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Vieira. Oh, that's well spotted. Roberto Baggio. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he cuts out the supply. Vieira. Gattuso. Good running, strong and purposeful. Vieira. Well-timed, excellent interception. Cafu. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience.
He's got full, and it's come back out to him. It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, super ball. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Oh, that's brilliant from him, because he was so quick to read it.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? A lot of space ahead of it. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Roberto Baggio. Oh, that was vital. Marseille are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's beaten the last man. He's through. Roberto Baggio! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
Pull it. Roberto Baggio. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Vieira. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro
So here comes the substitution.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Le numéro 18.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
Le numéro 9.
Totti.
À leur place, le numéro
He's having a shot! He's scored! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Marseille get themselves back. And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Hoisted in, and one more try! It's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Roberto Baggio quietly revving up.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now it's Cruyff.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Threads one in. He's in it, and it's Totti. Tries a shot! It's loose now, and they want to... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, what a ball! Oh, that pass isn't the best. Marseille finding their passes. That pass has been well intercepted. And that will be it. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Nous souhaitons la
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive.
Tries a shot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hullet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get it through? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. No way through. Out towards the flank. Vieira knocks it out wide. And here's Hullet.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Kante goes steaming forward. Marseille are behind here despite their domination of possession. Well, we expected better and so did he. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Bellingham. Bout of passing here, really. And a chance! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Marseille are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
It's a pretty loose pass. Cafu. Well timed, excellent interception.
Marseille really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Out to the left it goes. Gets into some space. And he decides to cross it. There's the shot! Well now, oh, he's been caught on it here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Roberto Baggio. Can he finish? No mistake. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Raul.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That is ended up in no man's land. Vieira. And the counter is on. So much time and space here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played into space, and there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, well played, well played. Thuram. That's Vieira. Cristiano Ronaldo. Conte. And it's half-time here. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Marseille can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Bellingham. Marseille looking to pass their way through. That's beautifully weighted. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Messi. And here's Baggio. Looking for the run. And he was alert to it. Conte. Van Nistelrooy. And here's Raul. And this is Raul.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Marseille with the corner, they're first. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Marseille have the chance to go the other way. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Baggio.
Marseille really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! And he celebrates his 30th goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
Decent chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Corner number 2 then. Bale! No, he didn't quite meet it right. So, third corner of the game. He won't be happy with that one. Bale. And this is Fletcher. And he shoots! Marseille perhaps contemplating their next change here. Bastoni. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Pele! Spread it left. Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Now that's well seen too. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team.
And the finish! Danger averted for now. Not the most accurate pass. Roberto Baggio. Oh, that's a key interception. 5 minutes left on the clock. Cafu picks it up now.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 24.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 22. À leur place, le numéro 17. Totti. Le numéro 14.
Well, a
Ronaldinho.
glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed.
Yamal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Vai ficar até que horas sem live?
Front line. Showing great feet there.
Mano, eu não sei, ó.
Shows there will be
Vou jogar aqui até
extra
tentar
minutes.
pegar a primeira
He's through,
divisão.
now is he in? And this is Bale. Gerrard. Totti. Ronaldinho. Now it's Cruyff. And that will be the final act. So it does end all
Tá
square.
com quantos pontos?
Inspiration both on show in equal measure.
Aí, ó. Tô com 1.700 pontos.
Quantas partidas aí, meu?
Acho que só 5.
E é pra jogar na minha, pra tomar feio.
O Daniel pega na toa.
Joga aí, meu. Na minha.
Então o Daniel pega primeiro na toa.
Não tivemos, né?
O teu time não é ruim, não. Tem o Marcos Reus. Tem o Van Nistelrooy.
Fechou, sou o cara de ontem que colei aqui, vou sair agora 17h30. Tô de volta em casa, entro aí pra nós jogar um xixum. Que sorte, eu.
De boa, pô, mais tarde nós jogamos então. Que sorte o quê? Tu é ruim, doido. Tu joga com assistência. Pelo amor de Deus, quem joga com assistência. Em pleno 2025. Chora, Marabá.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the...
And a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
And here's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And here's Hullet. Oh, that's nice.
That's good play from him.
Busquets. This looks promising. Shoots! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches. The smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Roberto Baggio. Messi. Knocks it into space. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rijkaard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And no, that was never going to make it. Cannavaro. And it's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Marseille leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Conte.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's Thuram. Cannavaro. Marseille are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And here's Shevchenko. Well timed, excellent interception. Roberto Baggio. Pull it. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, it's come loose. Roberto Baggio. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Looking tidy in possession. Roberto Baggio! Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him. And he shoots! Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Look at the space, and Messi!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he welcomes it in. Chance for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Marseille are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Santos finding themselves, and it takes the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Vieira! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Stood up well to him there. Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, there's the clearance. And he's only too happy to take that back. Could move up a gear here. Nice looking ball. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Just eases him off the ball. Maldini defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And the pass is intercepted. Cruyff. Nedved. Cannavaro makes the interception. Roberto Baggio. Marseille couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. That's been cut out, well played. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That ball looks a good one. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Marseille clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Vieira can see things others simply cannot. And he's in on decent chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And it's been taken short. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. It's their second corner of the game. Hullet with the short one. And here's Hullet. Cross goes in there. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Vieira gets it clear. Cannavaro. Well, that is one way to stop him. Cristiano Ronaldo. That looks a good ball through. And the shot! Oh, off the bar! Nedved. Vieira. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, just Messi! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Marseille presented with a golden opportunity here. Check in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Marseille are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Looking for the run. Roberto Baggio. And here's Cruyff. And this is Messi. Vieira. Now the ball's gone astray. Roberto Baggio. And it's Baggio. And here's Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Defending was strong and firm. Looking for options for movement. And Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Oh, that's a key interception. Pelé. And this is Cruyff. Referee has just said play on. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Busquets. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Marseille are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Marseille sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 7, Cristiano
There's the
Ronaldo.
start of the second half.
Pour le remplacer, le numéro 15.
Looking tidy in possession here. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Marseille come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Good read, needed to be. Bellingham. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Messi looking to run onto it. He is through here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was... Takes a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Cruyff has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
He's a sharp little ball here. Vieira. Now it's Messi. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Busquets. And here's Baggio. Vieira. And it's Nedved. And that has put paid to that. Marseille in a very solid position, 2 to the good. And he's surging through. Great shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Messi.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Cruyff is onto this. Bellingham. So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. Now can he find a finish? Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because...
Real chance! They've done it! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Goes for a shot! Goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Ferdinand demonstrating his defensive quality there. And this is Messi. Marseille perhaps contemplating their next change here. Out towards the flank. He's through here.
Marseille really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Cafu does really well to win the ball there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And they can counter here. It looks a good ball through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Messi. Well-timed, excellent interception. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. But they've got it again. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Now, can they get him away? Messi shoots! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 9.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Ronaldinho. Changement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ronaldinho. And it's Vieira. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's got away. Shot at goal! No mistake! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen.
Vieira! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt. All too easy.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Pele getting this. He's having a go! And that is the last effort of the game. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. How would you summarise? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Deftly away. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Oh, they could be caught out here. Busquets. Vieira. And it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's bustling through here. Baggio had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Heading backwards, and this is Ronaldo. And he's there to belt it away. A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. Love Roberto Baggio! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Maldini. Roberto Baggio. Vieira. And this is Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kante producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Batistuta was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the...
Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Marseille really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Threads one in. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Roberto He's having a shot! Baggio! What a goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Marseille have the lead. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ronaldinho is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Ronaldo. Well read, and the danger is averted. Conte. Cristiano. Decent chance! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Marseille are now luxuriating in a two. He gets big! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Marseille have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. Just cruising. They are cruising. And they're at it again in double quick time. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier.
And Batistuta!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Batistuta. Has a shot! And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
And we have our very first corner. Marseille have the chance to go the other way. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Vieira. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Busquets promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's picked out the run. Up he goes! And the keeper threw out a limb. This possibly the last play of the half. Pullet with the short one. Big chance! Messi. Ronaldinho running with the ball. And here's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Roberto Baggio. Looking for options for movement. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Marseille are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. No way through. Messi. And that's another good win of the ball. Pull it. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Jordi Alba wins the duel this time. Ronaldinho into the channel.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's a mighty effort! Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Knocks it into space. Marseille really do look to have it all sewn up here. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Jordi Alba, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Cristiano Ronaldo! Keeper's not concerned by that. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And there's green grass. And the shot! It's a goal! So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Adriano. Vieira. And it's Baggio. Ronaldinho. Adriano. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Batistuta. Ronaldinho. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Baggio. Baggio stood his ground strongly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Roberto Baggio. This is promising. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Vieira. It's Adriano! They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, crossbar! Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Albert Ferrer. No, that's been intercepted. Thinks one through. The less said about that pass, the better. Vieira, looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Conte. And it's Maldini. And this is Hullet. Albert Ferrer.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Nicely worked. Tries a shot! He scores! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And now he has two. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
I think we're just about done here. Well read, nice interception.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now that looks a decent ball. That is good alertness.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
We are into overtime. Now he's got space here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Desperate defending required here. Maldini, he's having a go! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Cristiano Ronaldo, voted man of... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls.
It's Basho! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Roberto Baggio actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Maldini. Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Maradona was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short.
He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Maldini cuts it out. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, you'd almost expect to know what kind of game this fella, Alejandro Balde, is going to play. I mean, we know he can operate on either side, and he's a cracking carrier of the ball. But his pace and ability to track back are huge pluses. So this guy gets up and down the pitch to great effect.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And that's a dangerous ball. Played out to the left flank. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Messi. Oh, that's delightful. Picked out brilliantly. Nicely aimed pass. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Busquets. Still goalless at the moment. Bernal. Sao Paulo trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it. Oh, Maradona! Just off target.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Busquets. Vieira. Cannavaro. Baresi. And this is Maradona. It's Maradona! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Sao Paulo really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
That's the keeper's ball. Marseille are looking to go forward now. Oh, played right into his path. Great chance! Goal! Marseille! Marseille have the lead!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Great vision. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Passes short and sharp. Has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution.
Roberto Baggio! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Cafu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Oh, that's neat. Danielson stood his ground. The referee's awarded a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Pass somewhat off target. Baresi. That's Busquets. Roberto Baggio. Nicely spread. Cafu. Messi. Messi! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Howson is fouled. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Marseille very much in control here, 3 up and cruising.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 11.
That gets things going for the second half. Cafu picks it up now. Chance! He's scored! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's become a case of men against boys. Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, the movement is slick. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And he can clear it away.
Camisa 15.
Ball's gone out of play.
Substituição.
Howson. Beraldo.
Marseille are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
That's been slipped through. There's the shot! Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Balde. Looking for options for movement. Hazard picks it up out wide. That's very neat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Cruyff, now it's Pelé, over to the left. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Ou vamos tirar contra depois.
Perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Vamos sim, pô.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Hã?
Beraldo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
É o irmão dele. É.
No, again there's no way through. Vieira. Iniesta. That's a sharp pass. Just eases him off the ball. Iniesta. Maldini, a picture of focus and alertness. Gerrard. And it's Iniesta. In with the challenge. Cherki.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now this could be a chance.
Bem.
Hakimi. It's a pretty loose pass.
No Jardim Olímpia.
And the counter
Lá perto da
is on.
praça.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. He's beaten the last man.
A praça lá em cima.
There's some great running on
É, o
show
campinho
here, but
redondo.
ultimately there was no way through.
É, o campinho redondo. É, lá tem a hamburgueria lá. Ali em cima, é perto da parada de onde estou ali.
Pelé aims beyond the defence. Face to face with the keeper. Tries a shot! No mistake!
Tá ali perto, doido. Se tu ir ali pra onde tua parada, tu vai ver lá a hamburgueria.
It seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point
Pois
where
é, lá
Perdi
mesmo.
de 6x0, nem vi a cor da bola.
Pois é, pô.
Marseille are
Treinar um
having a
pouco pra
ball here.
tirar X1 pra ficar à altura.
And a chance! Oh, that's
5-1.
fabulous!
Até que eu
A
fiz o
finish
pé,
right from
então.
the top draw. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Sao Paulo grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. 5 minutes left on the clock. Beraldo. That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Pelé. He's got away. Takes a shot. That's another chance. Keeper always had the measure of that.
BR1x1.
a moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Aqui X1 só apostado. Tem que ser inscrito
They've
também
played it
pra
short.
jogar X1.
He is just caressing the ball. Ball is over the line. Gets a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Cruyff is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Uma boia.
So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available.
Ganhei do cara de 6x0 agorinha.
But he's produced a
Aí,
save to
boa,
match.
doido. Mas aqui tira o
A
X1 só quem
moment
é
to try and
inscrito.
place the cherry on the cake.
Cruyff plays it short. Azar. Maradona. Oh, nicely intercepted. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
BR sou escritor.
Vou ver aqui, mano. Vou ver
And
aqui,
the
pera aí.
referee brings it to a close. Marseille, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun.
Pera aí, pô, só pegar a primeira divisão aqui logo. Falta só 2 partidas.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. It's Basho! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Marseille with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Cross from... Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, what a mistake! He's had it taken off him. Marseille are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Marseille looking to pass their way through. Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal, Marseille! The breakthrough strike. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Red Star finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press, and he skips past his man. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Hullet. Marseille are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Roberto Baggio.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? Cruyff picks it up out wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cristiano Ronaldo tries a shot! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Sao Paulo.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Maradona. It's Neymar! Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Roberto Baggio. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Baresi cuts it out. And it's Baggio. And this is Gerrard. He's through, now is he in? Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Bellingham powering forward here. Maradona. Hullet. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gerrard conjures time and space where few can. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Cristiano Ronaldo. Marseille still without a single shot on target. Pedri aimed beyond the defence. And this is Maradona. Maradona! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Beckenbauer. Hangs in a cross. Oh, what a... He's having a shot! Goal! Sao Paulo! And Sao Paulo score first. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Sao Paulo are in front now. The game's... Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, this looks sharp. Picked out, brilliant chance!
Sao Paulo really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Great chance here from position A1. And this, an opportunity to pull level. Messi!
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
Swings it across. Knocks it into space. Maradona. He has found the way through. Sao Paulo claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. Marseille have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi. Gerrard showing good feet. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Beckenbauer. Tries to play it through. Mbappe gets into a good position. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. Now it's Messi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, sweet feet. Cafu. That's very neat. And this is Messi. And they're quick to get it back. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Marseille really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Pedri. Marseille come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Neymar picks it up out wide. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bellingham. Pedri. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Roberto Baggio. He's played it back. And this is Messi. And Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! About as smooth as it gets. Marseille are all square. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Marseille grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cruyff, always onto this. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Shot, surely! Goal, Marseille! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Marseille go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Maldini. Maldini stood his ground strongly. Bellingham tries to clear. And here's Baggio. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Vieira.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's managed to get free.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Sao Paulo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Marseille still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Not the most convincing of passes. Gerrard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pedri, great vision. Has a look and plays it forward. Can he get on the end of this? Well read, nice interception. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Gerrard. Pass somewhat off target. And he's there to belt it away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Back into the middle. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pull it. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Baggio. Bellingham did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And the flag has stayed down. He's found a way through. That's the keeper's ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that pass just didn't quite work.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 9, le numéro 24, le numéro 18, Messi. À leur place, le numéro 14.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times.
Totti, le numéro 11. Changement.
And here's Cruyff. That's tidy.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Cafu, Marseille clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Well, at the moment, we're seeing an attempt to manage the advantage.
And that will be the final act. Marseille have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. So there it is. What struck you most about that? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Ibrahimovic reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here.
And the shot! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looking tidy in possession here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Played out to the left flank. Schneider running with the ball. Cannavaro. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's beaten the last. Ibrahimovic! It's a goal! What a moment for the double centurion! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Hernandez, and he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That pass isn't the best. Now that looks a decent ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And this is Van Basten. Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Pullet. He is through here. And he was alert to it. That's a good ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's searching through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Howson cuts it out. It's a good spell of possession, this. That's a little off target. And it's Hullet. And here's Ibrahimovic. Baresi. Serginho. Aimed beyond the defence. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And once more he proves rigid and robust.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Good, strong midfield running here. Schneider. Serginho.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Messi. Rijkaard.
This is the time you need that pace.
time and again they are repelled. And this is Ibrahimovic. Gullit. That is a crunching tackle. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Ball's played through. Roll in acres of space out wide. Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Marseille really could have done without this. Dealing with the pressure. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And that's a good ball. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Marseille have themselves a chance from the spot. The chance to pull further clear. That is some save from Khan. Oh no, he misses from the spot.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And we have our very first corner. Baggio goes short. Gets a good foot in there. Porto have the chance to go the other way. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Some really good ball movement. Messi, great chance! Messi, oh, that is beautiful! A finish of true class! And the lead is extended still further. It is a shooting chance! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Gullit plays it short. And that has sent him sprawling. Referee has just said play on. He gets big! They've got to be quick to recover this. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Raul. Strong running down that left flank. And this is Van Basten. Schneider! He has done it! They're back within reach! It was a great finish. He put it away with great... And there is the half-time whistle.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Marseille head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Marseille clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Can he finish?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And this is Ibrahim, and the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, good spread. Now it's Gnabry. Schneider. And he's been shifted off it. Well, that has not gone well. Vieira. Gerrard. Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Ibrahimovic. Baggio purring through the gears. And he's gone backward here. Knocks it into space. Baggio was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just about up to the hour now. Schneider, given the lift of his goal. Tries to play it through. And it's made its way to him. Oh, robust challenge. It's run loose here. Looking for the run. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Van Basten really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That is good alertness. Schneider. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Messi. Raul. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pull it. Roberto Baggio. Great vision. Hernandez cuts out the pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Van Basten. It's a good look. Decent chance! No mistake! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Le numéro 6. Changement en cours.
Marseille choosing to make the first change. Porto get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Now it's Pelé.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
There's the shot! Cannavaro clears it away, and that's gone loose. It's Asa! And that could come back to haunt them.
Ah, that was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Now it's Cruyff. Howson gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard. Now it's Rivaldo. He's got away. Rivaldo. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Porto really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Vieira looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Cruyff stood his ground strongly. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Marseille moments now away from seeing this one out. And this is Cruyff. Rivaldo.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Can he get onto this? Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? Marseille, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. Khan will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football.